This guy made a full setup out of an AK-47, took it to the skate park, did a huge indie grab in the bowl. A real AK-47. What's up guys? My name's Levi and this is Shred Shop, connecting you to skateboarding. And today we're doing the 9 weirdest skateboards ever made. The thing is, everyone thinks they understand skateboarding. You got people coming in trying to reinvent the wheel. And so these are some weirdos, probably with their best intention, but maybe there's some money grubbing sloths. They gave their worst interpretation of what a skateboard could look like. And here they are. Number 9, the solid gold skateboard.
I love gold. The look of it, the taste of it, the smell of it, the texture.
This one was designed by a guy named Matthew Willett. He goes to his dad, who works at a gold plating factory, with the idea. He says, Papa, we need to make the best board ever. They come up with this gold-plated skateboard and they design it for a brand called Shut Skateboards. Now, the funny thing is, gold-plated skateboard, kind of kooky. Shut Skateboards, pretty legit in their heritage and in their history in New York City. It sounds crazy, but it's actually kind of a cool process the way that they made this board. They had to dip it in 2 different kinds of metals before they could even add gold to it. So get this, they did the decks, the truck, the hardware, the wheels. The only things they didn't do was the bearings and the bushings because they wanted to be fully functional and they're matte black, so they look dope. After it was all said and done, they put $15,000 into making this 24 karat gold skateboard. Men's Journal was quoted saying this is the most expensive skateboard on earth, but if you know from our 14 things you didn't know about Zero video, there was once a board that was auctioned for $38,000. Check the link for that video below. Funny thing, when you carry that skateboard, they said you also have to wear white gloves so you didn't smudge it. So naturally, they built an entire skateboard park with rails and ledges all covered in white glove material, so when you shrouded, you didn't even scuff it. Next up, the Supreme Mundy deck. A British artist named Adrian Wilson produced and sold the Mundy deck. The deck shape is basically just a painter's palette, and it looks like it was painted by kindergartners that know how to finger paint. So many things outside the lines, it looks like a mess. Flip it over, and the logo's not even in the right font. It says Supreme. You know what though? It's worth it.
If you're gonna spew into this.
The designer said it's a fully functional skateboard and it was tested by New York skaters wearing Carhartt denim. He stole this line from somewhere else and he said that it's a conceptual art piece that is his take on the consumerism and capitalistic tendencies that are out there. Give a woot if you've heard that before from someone who doesn't understand the thing they just created. So naturally, if you're against consumerism, it makes you sick to your stomach. You might as well go out and buy this board because the price tag is $20,000. Adrian said that he was inspired by the $450 million art piece called the Salvator Mundi. That piece sold at the Christie Museum in New York. He also said that he was influenced by the Supreme drop culture because there was a 17-year-old from Canada, this is embarrassing for us, that spent $800,000 on the entire Supreme board collection. 248 boards. Where are you gonna hang that? So the moral of the story is, if you're disgusted by consumerism and capitalism, if you can't beat it, join it. Give us your money.
Your only purpose in life is to buy and consume merchandise, and you did it. You went into a store, an actual honest-to-God store, and you bought something. You didn't ask questions or raise ethical complaints. You just looked straight into the bleeding jaws of capitalism and said, yes, Daddy, please. And I'm so proud of you.
Next up, the all-rover skateboard stair-over. This is the staircase riding skateboard. Straight from this beautiful brand's website, it says this: the stair-over doesn't just give you access to new parts of the city, it gives you access to a whole new world of tricks and maneuvers. And then next they said the vast majority of these tricks have yet to be created. Get this, the vast majority of tricks are done over stairs, not rolling through them. You can tell this person used to skate, jump down 20 all day long, knees are now broken, but still wants to feel the way he should feel, and so now he just rolls down them and he's an idiot. This board sells for $280 US, and it solves a problem that literally no one that skateboards is ever having. Next up, the Arthur King I Want to Skate series. French artist Arthur King dreamt up a conceptual series of skateboards you could possibly make and skate. They actually put together the skateboards for the photos, and it was shot by famous fashion photographer Hughes Lawsonbody. This series included skateboards made out of a t-shirt, a bed of nails, a keyboard, and even an XL sandwich. We've got some bad news for you, big boy Arthur King. This is ABD by our dog Simon Woodstock, and get this, he did it better because he actually skated his stuff. Question, guys, let us know in the comments below, what is a conceptual skateboard that you want to see designed and skated? For me personally, I would collect all my friends' toenail clippings and make it into a complete. Actually, do you remember when
Dan Drehobel
made an AK-47 board, legitimately drilled trucks to an AK-47, and was doing 5-foot indie airs out of quarter pipe? Try to do that on a sandwich. Next one up, snow skates. Now, if you're not from somewhere that is frigid cold for 6 months out of the year, you probably don't even know what I'm talking about. They're basically this, a deck with no trucks and wheels that you can ride on snow on. So obviously a little bit of fiberglass on the bottom, foam on the top, a little bit of grip here and there. People are doing gnarly tricks on them, but if you ever try them, you cannot turn. You have to build literally banks of snow to direct you to what you're going to do, and you can't pop on them. So anytime you see a gnarly dude snow skating, he earned it. There are two kinds of snow skates. Yes, they probably need different names. One is just a deck on snow and people can flip front board handrails. The other one is a deck with trucks and literally a ski on the bottom of it with a leash so they can ride it down mountains. Might sound fun, but you're basically snowblading or rollerblading down the mountain. So I don't know how cool you are, bud. And now on to something even more genius and revolutionary, the foldable skateboard. When you go online, there is a huge market of foldable skateboards and longboards. A lot of them are even so small that you can fold them up and put them into the cargo pocket on your cargo pants. Imagine going and kick front boarding a rail, and as you land, it just folds in half and your tank gets messed. This is another perfect example of people who don't skateboard inventing solutions for problems that no one that skates even has. This one's kind of cool, the world's biggest skateboard. This one came out in 2009. Rob Dyrdek partnered with California skate parks to create the world's largest skateboard. They got all the specs figured out, and the board is fully to scale, but it's 12.24 times the size of a regular board. It has full-on truck tires for the wheels. It's over 36 feet long and over 8 feet wide. The thing is, let us know below if Rob Dyrdek has little man syndrome. Is he overemphasizing for something? The thing is, I'm gonna shoot it to you straight, bud. If you got a tiny peen, best way to do it, buy a big old truck. Everyone here drives one in Alberta. Mine's 15 feet tall. Let's go. But in all reality, the cool thing is they actually printed Dyrdek's full Alien Workshop Pro Model graphic on the bottom of this board. After that, we have the sit skate. Back when skateboarding was just invented, there was a lot of weird and wacky inventions kind of coming up, playing on the idea of skateboards. We stumbled upon this one on the incredible website, skateboardingsucks.com. This website wrote up an article on this amazing invention. It's basically a stick with a skateboard truck on the back, and you're holding onto some handles, sitting down on it, but you can't do it without rollerblades. Now, pause the video, zoom in a little bit closer. As quoted from the website, P.S. Sir, your balls are showing.
Excuse me. Your balls are showing. Bumblebee tuna?
This guy promoted his new sit skate and also showed off the family jewels. Well, bing, bang, boom, let's go. At that time, it seemed like everyone was trying to get a piece of the pie. So they're creating all these different versions of how to use a skateboard, but a lot of them involved sitting down while on that skateboard. Newsflash, it's fun to do tricks on a skateboard. If you want to sit down, go sit down on the couch. As you see in these photos, the ski skate is shaped at least a little bit like a skateboard, but for some reason has a big old bulge right in the center. Now, we looked at photos. How do you ride this thing? Do you ride it slalom, facing forward? What do you do? In the ad for the photos, the guy is riding it sideways like a skateboard, but get this, you need to ride it with ski poles. Ski poles sold separately, obviously. This thing came out in the mid-70s, and it was no doubt not even close to a competitor for an actual skateboard. Their ad says, it's like skiing, except it's done all year round. The website skateandanoy.com has a great article on it, as we link to below. Truthfully, it'd be pretty fun to bomb a hill on that thing or do something crazy with it. I don't have any other jokes. And And honorable mention to Flowboards and Ripsticks. You guys are trash. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Let us know below, did we miss any crazy crappy skateboards that were made? And out of this entire list of skateboards, which one could you commit to riding to for an entire year? As always, the best way to support us to give you the content that you love and need is to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you guys want to see skateboarding continue on an amazing path and not head down some sort of weird inbred stepchild path like all these other skateboard products have been, support local skate shops. Don't go to the mall. Don't go to the big box stores. Support local skate shops. My name's Levi. This is Shred Shop connecting you to skateboarding. And you just watched 9 of the weirdest skateboards ever made. Stay tuned for Comment of the Week. Oh! Spicy, spicy, spicy one this week. It's from my dog, Adam Jacab. First of all, homie, if we ever matched on Tinder, I would be down. And here's why everyone else should know. He said, no doubt Levi holds it down with huge nuts presence, but a presenter alone does not a show make. Shout out to the background crew helping to make the channel a hit. Low key though, Levi may be a bigger stud muffin than P-Rod. My guy, let's link. You know what it is. I got big nuts presence. Let's go.